Welcome to Survival Gearless video series. In past episodes I talked about the types of food items to store, the real basics. Flour, salt, sugar, oil, rice, beans, peanut butter, water, the real basics. Now I'm going to show you how to be able to make bread in the form of tortillas in really about 30 seconds, which you can use to, one, give yourself some carbohydrates, and two, use as a place to put your peanut butter, your beans into, so that way you can have a really quick meal. You can also do this while camping, and it's super simple. So what we're going to do is take, I'm almost out of flour here, I've been practicing a little bit. So we're going to take about 2 cups of flour. All right, just a little bit of salt, just to add a little flavor. And then you're going to use a little bit of oil, not too much. I've overdone it before. Maybe just a smidge more. All right. And then water, not that much. You're going to add to it as you go. You don't want this thing to get real sticky. And then also make sure you take off any wedding rings or anything else like that, because this stuff gets in there. And basically just mix it up. You can add water as you go, like I said, but you do not want this thing to be real sticky and gooey, because otherwise it will just stick to everything. It looks like we may need just a smidge more water. Alright, so you're just getting a nice big dough ball. You could add a little baking powder to it if you want these things to get a little thick. But if you've ever been to El Torito or one of those restaurants where they make the tortillas right there, you don't want them too thick. They get too bready. Alright, so you just knead this thing up. Alright, what I have found that has worked the best is getting 2 pieces of wax paper. So you're just going to peel off a little ball here and put it between wax paper. So obviously wax paper is something that you want to have in your storage. A rolling pin would work. Also you could roll with the salt. You could use the glass, but since I got a rolling pin, and you don't want to start too heavy, you don't want to push too hard. Just increase the pressure to get this tortilla thin. Applying some pressure to get this thing a little bigger and a little thinner. Alright, so I think we could have worked this thing a little bit bigger, but I'm going to stop the camera, heat up the pot, and then we'll give her a go. So I wanted to show a close-up when I was talking about sticky dough and how you want it. This is how you want it. This is not sticky whatsoever. It's still very pliable. Kind of looks like pizza dough that you could see flipping at a Italian restaurant. But this is the consistency that you want. You don't want it too wet and sticky, and like I said before, it will stick to everything. Even the wax paper it will stick to. So this is a consistency that you want to put your dough into while you're making tortillas. Alright, so I got my little stove going, and you always want to make sure you have a lighter, because when the automatic pot thing doesn't work, you got gas running out, you obviously got to make a quick decision and get it going. So, pan's hot. It doesn't take long to cook this at all. Just peel it off. I actually can kind of hear it sizzling a little bit. Should only take about 20 seconds per side, depending on how thick you have actually made it. And if you ever worked in a restaurant, you'll know these people that grab tortillas and stuff, they have fingers like silicone, because I don't know how they deal with the heat, but I've done it and I can't do it. So you can flip it a couple times, Or you could have somebody do this while you're making more, but basically that's all it is. It's just flour, salt, some water, a little bit of oil, and you can start making tortillas. You can just slather peanut butter right in there, roll it up, and you can also add sugar to the recipe and sprinkle it with cinnamon. That makes a nice little treat for dessert, but it's super easy. You can make tortillas while you're camping, but really it only takes 30 seconds to make that little dough ball and then start rolling it out. So, you know, it could be something that you have your kids start rolling out while you cook these things. And I'm gonna burn myself, but it doesn't take long. It's starting to look like a tortilla. It's getting browned up. So that's it. Survival tortillas in 30 seconds. All right, there's a close-up of the end product. It definitely looks like tortilla. It's a little on the thick side, but it will work. It's nice and crunchy. Put peanut butter on there, you're done.